All right. So are you ready for a deep dive?
Always.
Today, we're tackling the One Funnel Away Challenge.
Ah, yes, the challenge.
These online business courses, you've probably seen them all over.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
But just to be clear up front, we're not here to sell you on it.
No sales pitch here.
We're dissecting the marketing, the language they use.
They're like peeking behind the curtain.
Exactly, a peek behind the curtain of online business.
And it's a bold curtain.
Oh, yes.
So much bolding in these materials.
Wow, really?
Exclamation points galore.
Huh.
And promises of incredible value, like everywhere you look.
Classic attention-grabbing tactics.
Definitely seems like it.
Before we get too swept up in all that jazz, what exactly is this challenge?
Right, back to the basics.
What is this One Funnel Away Challenge all about?
Well, both of our sources agree on the core concept.
Okay, so what's the gist?
It's a 30-day program, all designed to help you build an online business.
30 days, huh?
And the key, something called sales funnels.
Funnels. I've heard that term thrown around a lot.
Think of it like this. A funnel guides your customer through a specific journey.
Okay, the journey.
From discovering your product all the way to clicking that buy button.
Makes sense. So it's like a digital map, you're saying?
Precisely. A map leading customers to your treasure.
I like that analogy.
And here's the interesting part.
Yeah.
They offer two different routes on this map, so to speak.
Two routes. Interesting.
One for selling your knowledge, like online courses.
Okay, so for those wanting to share their expertise.
Exactly. And that's led by Russell Brunson.
Big name in the online marketing world.
The other route focuses on building an e-commerce business.
So for people who want to sell physical products.
That's the one. And it's led by Trey Lewellen.
Another big name in the e-commerce space.
Now, both of these routes involve daily training videos.
So they give you the content to learn.
Plus, there are live coaching calls.
For that personalized guidance, I guess.
And accountability groups to keep you on track.
So a pretty comprehensive and structured approach.
It seems that way.
I'm also noticing a lot of mission-type language in these materials.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Except the challenge, things like that.
Motivational, right.
Definitely trying to tap into that entrepreneurial spirit.
It's a powerful tool.
For sure. Especially when you're asking people to invest time and money.
Exactly. Invest in something new.
Creates a sense of purpose.
And some excitement. Gotta have that.
Okay, so we've got the structure, the pep talk, but what about the actual learning?
Right. What are they actually teaching?
What are they promising to deliver in these 30 days?
Well, one source focuses heavily on providing frameworks.
Frameworks, okay.
Or blueprints for both paths, the expert and e-commerce routes.
So, like templates for building your business.
They claim these frameworks are pre-engineered, like they do a lot of the hard work for you.
So taking some of the guesswork out of it.
Exactly. It's this sort of paint-by-numbers approach.
Could be helpful for beginners, but also a little limiting maybe.
Potentially, yeah. Could stifle creativity a bit.
Right, like being stuck with those pre-made website templates you see everywhere.
I see your point.
But I guess it could also give you a solid starting point.
Definitely. A foundation to build upon.
Exactly, like giving you the Lego blocks.
Yeah.
Then you decide how to use them.
Perfect analogy. Now, the other source we have takes a different approach.
Oh.
They lean heavily on the expertise of Russell Brunson and Trey Lewellen.
Makes sense, leveraging those big names.
Highlighting their credentials, their success stories.
Classic, learn from the masters approach.
Exactly.
And speaking of masters, let's talk about those bonuses.
Oh boy, the bonuses.
They're practically throwing a parade for them.
I know, right? Both sources emphasize these bonus offers so much.
It's like they rated a marketing swag bag.
We've got frameworks, courses, a consulting call.
Wait, there's a consulting call in there.
Yep, access to a library of resources.
Wow, a whole library.
Even workbooks, the whole 9 yards.
Are they throwing in a free toaster too?
Haha, maybe. But here's where we need to put on our critical thinking caps.
Okay, skepticism engaged.
Because while all these bonuses sound impressive, the key question is,
Are they actually valuable?
right, valuable to you?
Do they align with your needs, your goals?
Exactly. Or are they just cleverly packaged to make the offer irresistible?
It's like those infomercials with all the free gadgets.
You'll never use half of them.
Exactly. But hey, free vegetable chopper.
Right. So we need to look beyond the surface and see if these bonuses genuinely align with what you want to achieve.
Okay, so don't get blinded by all the shiny extras.
Exactly. Focus on the real value.
All right, skeptical hats on. But before we dive too deep into the bonus maze, Let's address the elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room.
ClickFunnels. Both sources mention it constantly.
Ah, yes, the ClickFunnels connection.
So what's the deal there?
Well, it's crucial to understand this.
Go on, I'm intrigued.
The One Funnel Away Challenge. It's essentially a long trial of ClickFunnels.
Wait, really?
That's their software for building those sales funnels.
So the challenge is like a sneaky way to get you using their software.
In a way, yeah. You pay $100, you get access to the challenge, and you get 90 days of ClickFunnels.
A 90-day test drive.
Exactly.
But what happens after the 90 days?
That's the clever part.
I bet it is.
They're hoping you'll be so hooked on ClickFunnels that you'll stay subscribed even after the trial ends.
So the no-catch language.
There's a catch. It's their business model.
Makes sense. They're showcasing their product through the challenge.
Exactly. And you know what else they're showcasing?
Hit me with it.
Social proof.
Oh yeah, the success stories.
They're everywhere in these materials. Tons of success stories.
They're tossing them around like confetti.
And it's a powerful tool.
Because...
Social proof plays on this idea.
Okay, what idea?
We're more likely to do something if we see others succeeding at it.
Oh, I get it. Like, everyone's jumping off the bridge, so I should too.
Haha. Well, hopefully not with the same results.
All right, let's skip that part. But it's interesting how they use different approaches in the two sources.
Oh, you noticed that too.
One highlights this guy, Tim Hewitt, and his personal story.
The everyday guy who found success.
Right, very relatable. Plus, they include customer testimonials.
Building trust, showing it's not just Tim.
The other source focuses more on Russell Brunson and Trey Lewellen.
Leveraging their expertise.
Right, like if these big names trust it, you should too.
Exactly.
Different types of learners, I guess.
For sure. And then they throw in the 2 Comma Club.
The 2 Comma Club.
ClickFunnels users who have earned over $1 million.
Wow, $1 million.
It's aspirational, definitely. But it also begs the question.
Do these stories inspire? Or maybe intimidate some people?
It's fascinating how they use both approaches.
Absolutely. And speaking of things that grab your attention, let's talk about the urgency they create.
Oh, the urgency.
It practically jumps off the page.
So many time pressure tactics.
It's like they're shouting, "Don't miss out!"
Ugh, exactly. Phrases like, the clock is ticking.
Why time is of the essence.
It's classic marketing, creating that sense of scarcity.
So you feel like you have to act in that.
Right, or you'll miss the boat.
But is it genuine urgency? Or just a clever nudge?
That's the question to ask yourself. Don't let those pressure tactics dictate your decisions.
Okay, so we've covered the structure of the challenge, the allure of those bonuses, the ClickFunnels connection, the social proof, and the urgency. It's like they've thrown the entire marketing playbook at us.
They really have.
But now, before we get totally overwhelmed, let's zoom out a bit.
Okay, zoom out.
What does all this marketing tell us about the online business world today?
That's a great question, and one we'll definitely delve into further.
Yes. After a quick break, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to unpack the potential benefits and drawbacks of this challenge, and to help you decide if it's right for you. And remember, you can find more information at tiny.cc/1FA.
That's tiny.cc/1FA.
We've compiled some additional resources just for you.
Stay tuned. Welcome back.
All right, so we were in the middle of dissecting this marketing machine.
The One Funnel Away Challenge, right?
Yes, they've really thrown everything at us, haven't they?
Motivational quotes.
Mountains of bonuses.
And a healthy dose of fear of missing out, that's for sure.
Definitely playing all the hits.
Exactly.
But now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty.
The real questions.
Is this challenge actually a golden ticket to online success?
Or is it just cleverly disguised hype?
That's what we want to know.
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It really is.
And honestly, there's no one-size-fits-all answer here.
Right, it's going to depend on a lot of factors.
It boils down to what you're looking for, what you want to achieve.
Okay, so let's break it down.
Let's start with the potential upsides, the good stuff.
Okay, hit me with the positives.
What makes this challenge stand out?
Yeah, in this crowded world of online courses.
Well, the structure itself, it's pretty appealing, I think.
What do you mean by structure?
Daily training videos.
Okay, consistent content.
Live coaching calls, those are great.
Get some personalized guidance.
And accountability groups.
To keep you on track, motivated.
Exactly. It's comprehensive, a roadmap for beginners.
A roadmap like that.
It's like they've created a guided tour through this online business world.
Which can be pretty intimidating, honestly.
Oh, for sure, especially for newcomers.
So it's like having training wheels for your online business journey.
I like that analogy, training wheels.
But instead of wobbly bike rides, we're talking about building funnels, launching products.
Exactly.
What else stands out to you as a potential benefit?
Well, they emphasize action.
Okay, action, that's important.
So many people get stuck in the learning phase, you know?
Oh yeah, consuming all the content but never doing anything with it.
Exactly. This challenge pushes you to implement, to actually do something.
To put those learnings into practice.
And that's essential for seeing results.
Because knowledge is power, but only if you use it.
That's it. They're encouraging you to get your hands dirty, build something real.
I like that.
And hey, let's not forget about the ClickFunnels trial.
That's a big part of it, right?
90 days for $100. Not a bad deal at all.
No, that's pretty affordable.
It gives you a chance to really try out the software.
Test it out before fully committing.
Exactly. See if it fits your needs.
Okay, so a lower risk way to see what ClickFunnels is all about.
Yeah, but of course they're hoping you'll love it.
And keep paying, right?
Of course, that's their business model.
But even if you decide ClickFunnels isn't for you,
You've still gained valuable knowledge about marketing.
right, about funnels, about building an online business.
Exactly.
Okay, so some potential for learning and growth, even if you don't become a ClickFunnels convert.
Exactly.
That's good to know. But now, let's flip the coin a little bit.
Okay, the other side.
What are the potential downsides?
Right, are there any red flags?
What should people be aware of before jumping in?
Well, I'd say the biggest concern is the hype.
The hype, okay.
They make some pretty bold claims.
Yeah.
About potential earnings, about overnight success.
Which, let's be realistic, rarely happens.
Exactly. It can be misleading.
Yeah, it's important to remember that there's no magic formula for getting rich quick online.
No magic formula, definitely not.
Building a sustainable business takes time,
Effort and a bit of luck, let's be honest.
definitely. It's not like planting a money tree, you know,
Right.
just watching the cash sprout overnight.
No, it doesn't work that way.
So yeah, managing expectations is key.
Absolutely. The challenge provides a framework, but ultimately it's up to you
To put in the work.
to make it happen. Those success stories they highlight.
They're just that, stories.
Individual stories. Your results, they'll depend on your own circumstances.
Your skills, the market, so many factors.
Exactly.
So don't expect to become an internet millionaire just by completing this challenge.
Right, no guarantees.
What else should we approach with a little bit of skepticism?
Well, all those bonuses.
Oh yeah, they can be overwhelming.
It's easy to get caught up in that excitement.
All those free extras.
But ask yourself, do you really need them all?
Will they actually help you?
Or are they just adding clutter to your life?
Right. It's like buying a bunch of stuff that you don't need at the store.
Impulse purchases.
Exactly. Buyer's remorse, the digital edition.
That's it.
So approach those bonuses with caution. Ask yourself if you really need them.
Do you need that extra course, that template?
Or is it just shiny object syndrome?
That's a good question.
Okay, so we've got the hype, we've got the bonuses. Anything else?
Well, the time pressure.
Oh yeah, the urgency.
It can feel intense, all those reminders, the clock is ticking, don't miss out.
It's like those countdown timers on sales pages.
Yes, it makes you feel like you have to act now.
Like right this second.
But remember, you're in control.
You're the one making the decision.
Take your time, do your research.
Don't let those pressure tactics get to you.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've explored the potential benefits,
And the drawbacks.
the good and the bad. It seems like there's both to be found in this challenge.
There always is, right?
But ultimately, the decision of whether or not to participate,
It's a personal one.
absolutely.
No right or wrong answer.
It's about finding the right fit for you.
Exactly.
So what advice would you give to someone who's on the fence?
Good question.
They're trying to decide if this challenge is right for them.
I would say go beyond these marketing materials.
Okay, so don't just rely on what they're telling you.
Right. Do your own research.
Read reviews, things like that.
Yes. Look for reviews from people who have actually participated.
Get the inside scoop.
Exactly. Get a balanced perspective.
Good advice. Anything else potential participants should keep in mind?
Well, really think about your goals.
Okay, get clear on your goals.
What are you hoping to achieve?
What do you want to get out of this challenge?
Is it to launch a full-fledged business?
Or maybe learn some basic skills.
Or just explore this world of funnels?
Right, figure out what you're hoping to get out of it.
And then align your expectations accordingly.
Okay, so be realistic about what the challenge can deliver.
Because it's not a magic solution.
It's not a guaranteed path to success.
It's a learning opportunity, a stepping stone.
I like that, a stepping stone.
But your success depends on your effort.
On your dedication, on your ability to adapt.
Exactly. The digital landscape is always changing.
It really is. Okay, that's some great advice. Do your research, set realistic goals, Don't get caught up in the hype.
Solid advice.
But before we wrap up completely, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier. The ethical implications of all this.
Yes, that's an important point.
Because while these marketing tactics, they are effective.
Oh, they are, no doubt.
They grab attention, they generate excitement.
That's the goal.
But we have to consider the potential impact.
On consumers, yes.
Because those time pressure tactics, that scarcity mindset, they can lead to impulsive decisions.
They absolutely can.
So is there a line between effective marketing and manipulation?
That's a tough question.
It is. And maybe one we could spend a whole other episode unpacking.
I think so.
But for now, it's important to be aware of these tactics, to be a savvy consumer.
Exactly.
Make informed decisions, not just react to the fear of missing out.
Well said.
Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've unpacked this one funnel away challenge, looked at the good, the bad, and everything in between.
The shiny promises and the potential pitfalls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now, dear listener, it's your turn.
Your turn to do some digging.
But do your own research, come to your own conclusions.
We've compiled some additional resources to help you.
Yes, head over to tiny.cc/1FA.
That's tiny.cc/1FA.
You'll find reviews, articles, all sorts of helpful information.
So explore those resources, weigh your options carefully.
And choose the path that's right for you.
Exactly, the path that aligns with your goals.
Okay, so we've reached the end of our deep dive into the One Funnel Away challenge.
We have.
But before we sign off completely,
One last thing.
one last thought-provoking question.
I like it.
Think beyond the specific tactics of this challenge.
Okay, bigger picture thinking.
What does this style of marketing reveal about the broader culture of online business?
Interesting question.
It's like this whole idea of instant success is just so pervasive online.
It really is. You see it everywhere.
The quick results, the secret formula, the guru who holds all the answers.
The magic bullet, right?
Exactly. Makes you wonder if these marketing tactics are just a reflection of what we already want.
Or if they're actually creating those desires.
Yeah. Are we drawn to these programs because we're already looking for a shortcut?
Or do they make us believe that those shortcuts actually exist?
It's a tricky question.
It is.
But either way, it highlights the importance of being aware of how these messages influence us.
Absolutely. Being a savvy consumer is key.
Don't just blindly accept those bold claims.
Do your research.
Ask questions. Dig a little deeper.
Before jumping into anything, no matter how tempting it seems.
Exactly. Because building a successful online business, or anything worthwhile, really,
It rarely happens overnight.
it takes dedication.
Resilience, a willingness to learn, to adapt.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Well said.
And at the end of the day, it's not about finding that one magic funnel.
No magic funnel.
It's about understanding the principles, the strategies.
The fundamentals of good marketing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And applying those principles to your own unique business.
That's how you build something sustainable.
That's how you stand out from the crowd.
All right, well, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive
We have, haven't we?
into the One Funnel Away challenge,
We explored the structure, the promises,
the potential pitfalls,
and even those bigger implications.
for the online business world as a whole.
It's a fascinating landscape for sure.
It is, and a constantly evolving one.
So we encourage you to keep learning, keep exploring,
Stay curious.
and ultimately choose the path that's right for you.
The path that aligns with your goals.
And remember, if you're looking for more information to help you along the way,
We've got those resources compiled for you.
head over to tiny.cc/1FA.
That's tiny.cc/1FA.
We've got reviews, articles, alternative approaches, all sorts of things to explore.
So keep digging, keep learning.
And until next time, happy funneling, everyone.